going to go 40 minutes.
Welcome to NRL from the Sidelines. You're with Tom, Brad and Steve, and these guys are giving me a lesson on how to introduce...
Take 3.
You know, if I had some professionalism here with me, I'd be able to get this done properly.
Yeah, well, go and learn something.
It's quite...
Jeez.
Are you going to start again?
We're sick of carrying you.
No, I'm not starting again.
All right.
We're sick of carrying you. Really, seriously.
You guys couldn't carry me if you tried.
Darn right.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, neither should you.
No.
All right.
Let's leave that alone. Round 6 we are here to talk about of the NRL. And that starts out on Thursday night with the Broncos against the Panthers.
Oh.
Wow.
In Suncorp.
You know, I tipped the Panthers and I only picked them by 24. I don't know whether that means anything.
You tipped the Panthers... Oh, only to beat the Broncos by 24.
Yeah. Well, I'm scared to pick more than that, but I think it will be a comprehensive
I went
win.
7.
Oh, it'll be way more than 7.
I went 20.
Like, I mean, what do you do? I mean...
Well, okay, think about this. The Broncos played well against South last week.
Yep.
The Broncos are at home. They've dropped Anthony Milford. So, I don't know that this is going to be the walkover that you guys are expecting it to be.
It's the Panthers.
My
honestly.
goodness.
Seriously. The only redeeming factor for the Broncos is they're at home with a home crowd. That might be worth one try.
Well, and what do you do? And Ben Teo's out injured too. I don't know. I just don't think they can.
Look, I mean, they've got a good pack that they need to roll forward. They did a reasonable job in parts against the Rabbitohs, but they're going to need to really muss up against the Panthers. Yeah. But you know, we said the Panthers have just got so few weaknesses.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Question without notice.
Yes.
So the Broncos have this bloke who is a state of origin winger, scored 1 million tries, is a huge unit. Why is Corey Oates not in the first grade team?
I have no idea. I
mean, I don't mean to tell Kevy how to do his job, but the guy was a state of origin winger last year.
But I think I remember watching a Roosters game, which I've seen about 7 times because it was 59-0. And they kept saying Corey Oates hadn't scored for like 8 weeks leading up to there, and I don't think he scored many late in the season either.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily what your wingers are doing. Your wingers are bringing the ball back, taking the pressure off the forwards.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
I don't know. All right,
don't disagree at all.
Panthers by plenty.
Panthers by plenty. All right, let's go to McDonald Jones Stadium where the Newcastle Knights are playing the Cronulla Sharks. Now, Sharks may be losing their coach. In fact, Sharks are losing their coach.
Yep.
Will John Morris walk away, and will that disrupt the team?
You know, can I just say, I think if it was any of us, like there's been lots of talk, John Morris is the lowest paid coach in the NRL.
Yep.
He's on barely a development contract for if you were a player.
Yep.
I don't think John Morris will walk away. I think that man has brought this team together, and they will play for him as though he is going to win them the comp and go out on top.
He's shown what a class act he is.
You know, he has brought these young blokes in. Kennedy, Hiroto, Connor Tracy. They're all blokes that he coached and he has brought into first grade at the expense of blokes like Aidan Tolman, Braden Trindle. Like, he's got big names. Andrew Fafita, back playing reserve grade.
Yeah.
The guy is doing a great job, and I think that the players will bust themselves for him, and I don't think he'll walk away, and they will win this game because of that.
Well, the Knights are playing home, and they haven't won for 2 weeks, I don't think, have they?
No.
Bradman Beast is back.
Is he back, is he?
Bradman Beast is back.
Well, he's worth 2 tries.
Oh, absolutely.
Bradman Best. It's going to be a line ball game, this one, I think. Sharks had some good...
Newcastle haven't won for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep.
There's pride on the line for the Knights. I think it'll be a close one, and I think I'm going to have to go with the Knights at home.
I'll be going Sharks in this one because honestly, I just don't think the Knights have any players left. They might bring back, the best or two, but I don't think they've got anyone left.
There's nothing in this game, I don't think.
All right, let's go to Amy Park where the Melbourne Storm are playing the Sydney Roosters.
Well, I'll be going the Roosters because I just will, but I'm not. I'm not confident at all. I mean, I worry about Sam Walker's going to get monstered by Nelson.
Big time.
Big time. And, why wouldn't you? And look, the Storm are they've really clicked. They're really clinical. They don't have a lot of injuries. The Roosters, on the other hand, are shuffling the deck chairs at the moment. And if Marshke doesn't get off tonight, then our fourth hooker will not be available. They're actually interesting. They named his twin brother Jesse on the bench in the 21. So he may be replaced by his brother.
No, he hasn't got permission to play yet, has he?
I don't know. He's been named. Well, he's been named.
I think Victor Radley will come in to hooker.
No, Victor Radley is just settling into that 13 position, and he offers so much in the middle.
Well, I
doubt that
he'll have a choice.
Well, I might put Hutchison in there, and maybe put Manu in the halves, and maybe even look at Suwali into the team. I don't know.
Suwali's not listed in the 21, so
isn't he? Okay.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, look, anything's possible. Either way, I think that this is going to be a very difficult game for the Roosters to win against the Storm at Amy Park.
Steve?
It's Amy Park. If
Yeah.
it was up here, I'd be probably going Roosters. But
Really?
down there, I'm going...
Oh, I think Melbourne will win it. Unfortunately, I actually think they'll win it comfortably.
And I worry about that too. Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
What would I know? I'm only leading the footy tipping
So,
comp.
Sally, I hope you're...
Well, you're not, but that's okay.
Close
So,
enough.
Sally, I hope you're tipping your team tonight.
No.
Okay. Tip your team.
Sally will go the Roosters, so Melbourne will win.
Yeah, well...
Okay, let's go on to Saturday afternoon, where the Manly Eagles are playing the Titans.
It's at
Glen-
Loggerland.
Glen
No,
Willow
Glen Willow.
Oval Mudgee.
Oh, Mudgee,
Tom's
right.
back, baby! Tom's back, baby! Yeah.
That's what I was after. Yeah.
Really? You wanted him to do that?
Scream like a little girl.
Oh,
Well,
Tom's
everybody's
back!
seeing it now.
Tom's back!
Baby.
Baby! Tom's back, baby!
Walker's out.
Tom's back, baby!
Walker's off.
Jeez, I tell you what, you put a lot
Oh.
of pressure on Tom.
It's not me, but man, I'm happy he's back. Look, to be perfectly honest, I actually think this is probably the strongest Manly team we've played all year.
Yeah.
So, even with the players that are out, so Tom's back, Hamoli's back from his broken arm. I know that you guys don't know him, but he's a monster second rower. He's going to go fantastic.
So where's Glen Willow Oval?
Mudgee.
Okay. So really, you're playing a home game and lost your home ground advantage against the Titans. So
Yeah, doesn't matter.
yeah.
Because the Titans are going to win anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No. Look. You know what? I'm giving you guys the tip of the week.
To back Manly in Mudgee
Yep.
to beat the Titans.
Manly in Mudgee to beat the Titans.
Okay,
Brian's tip of the week.
Here's a tip:
Be good deal.
knock Fafita out early.
Yeah.
That's your best chance.
Fafita will be well contained. Don't you worry. There is a plan. The mole will get him and kill him.
Okay, let's
All
go
right.
to Stadium Australia on Sunday afternoon at 5:30, where the Rabbitohs are playing the West Tigers.
You going to this game?
I'm going to this game, and I tell you what, I'm hoping the Tigers play as poorly as they did last week.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You'd think that they're going to want to try and turn it around a bit, but whether they can match it with the Rabbitohs, I'm not so sure.
I don't think they can, but I was very disappointed last week in what the Tigers served up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think Madge will hammer them this week, absolutely hammer them. He's got to drop some players, and I even think he's got to drop
Brooks.
Luke Brooks.
Yeah.
I just
But-
think it's,
Who does
He
he
didn't.
replace him with, though?
but he didn't. No.
The simple fact of the matter is the only player who's out is Joey Leilua, who was
injured, I think.
Who was injured.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like he's stuck with that team.
You know who I'm disappointed with at the moment, and I honestly thought he'd be good, is James Roberts.
Oh, he looked very unfit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the first try that how was it last week? The Tigers were playing.
Cowboys.
The first try they scored. If you watch James Roberts, he's chasing after the Cowboys player as well. He wasn't going to get there, and that's fine. But the Cowboys player was tackled short of the line. Had he kept trying to chase, he would have caught him, at least maybe tried to hold him up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there was 20 metres out, he gave up. He completely gave up. And I thought that was really
I
disappointing.
think if James Roberts doesn't get an opening to use his speed, he doesn't have a lot to offer.
No, but he's not even getting that at the moment. And I don't know where his head's at, but it's not playing football.
Yep.
All right, GIO Stadium, where the Canberra Raiders are playing the Parramatta Eels.
The Raiders will bounce back.
Yes.
At
But
home.
will the Eels bounce back?
No.
I think this will be a close game.
This will be a good game, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Raiders at home, that's the only reason I'd pick them.
Nah, Dylan Brown
He's
suspended.
out. Yep.
He's gone. They brought in young Will Smith. I think that Dylan Brown is magical when he's on.
You know, I've been disappointed in Dylan Brown this year. I don't know what I'm missing, but honestly, I think he's been going through the motions a lot of the time. He hasn't been taking on the line much. He just seems to pass the ball a lot.
Can I just say, the team that I think Adam Reynolds would best fit into would be Parramatta. If they, and I say this with honesty, because Parramatta have speed out the back, the big wingers, everybody's making the big moves, and Adam Reynolds possesses the kicking game to guide them around. There's a tip for you, Brad Arthur.
Can I just say, Adam's going nowhere.
If Adam went to Parramatta, they would win the comp.
Take the money.
Adam is going nowhere.
All right. So I'm on the Raiders.
In town in North Queensland called Nowhere?
Yes.
Are we all on the Raiders for this game?
Yes. Just
Right.
because it's a home game.
Yeah, probably because it's a home game. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Netstrata Jubilee Stadium, where the St George Illawarra are playing the New Zealand Warriors. And Brian,
The St George Dragon train takes out the Warriors,
does
them over.
Does it?
It does.
The Warriors have been indifferent the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And
Look,
the Dragons are building.
yeah, I mean...
Indifferent is a very good term for the Warriors at the moment.
They are. I mean,
What box of chocolates? You never know what you're going to get, except for you do, because Big Adam Fanoa Blake is injured. He's their best forward by a mile.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have a look. You got Blake Laurie, Paul Vaughan, Josh Kerr, Tarek Sims, Fuimiano, Kate Ellis, Trent they're just big, fast, moving forwards. And then next week there'll be Josh Maguire in that team.
And Dufty, I think, when he's on, he's electric.
And he's been on.
Yeah, and it's not just his speed now. He's passing.
Yep.
Passing. A lot of good fullbacks now. They just have that pass. Right near the line.
Yep. And I'm still a big Zach Lomax fan.
Nice.
Huge. I think by far and away he's the best centre in the comp at the moment. And he won't get picked for Origin because we'll pick 5 wingers. 5 fullbacks, sorry.
Well, it's interesting. Buzz Rothfield put his New South Wales team up the other day. Lomax was in it, and most of the players were actually playing in position.
Yeah, which won't happen.
Good. So,
actually, I had a question for you, and I missed asking it before.
Yeah.
So Melbourne and the Roosters.
Yes.
Where is Cooper going to sit?
Cooper who?
Cronk.
Well, he said that they grilled him the other day on NRL60, and he said, I am chiefly employed by the Roosters, and I do a little bit of consulting with the Melbourne Storm. He said, but it's Roosters all the way. So that's the end of the story.
Right. Are we all on the Dragons, by the way?
Yes.
Excellent. See, Barry, I'm on your side, Barry.
Yeah, I'm on the Dragons as well.
Yep.
Okay,
Ooh.
let's go on to the last game. So back to 2 o'clock and a 4 o'clock, which is good.
Which is good.
Yeah.
North Queensland against the Bulldogs.
Wow.
Well, if they hadn't played the way they played this week, I would have thought the Bulldogs were some chance. But playing at home with the Cowboys, buoyed by a good performance, I think that they will comfortably beat the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs will be competitive, but I think the Cowboys will get them. That's my thought. Yeah. What do you think, Brian?
The two players I think who have been going great guns for the Dogs are Luke Thompson and Josh Jackson.
Yep.
And
Thompson's out.
Jackson's out. So
Jackson out. How come?
Yeah. And so therefore, I'm gonna have to. He's torn calf. I'm going to have to. I'm leaning towards the Cowboys. I mean, I know that the Hammer's out as well, but you can't. No. You can't. They're at home. Maybe if it was down here, I don't know. It's a hard game to pick.
I mean, honestly, but you've got to say that the Bulldogs are on a try-scoring spree at the moment.
Well, they've now scored 4 tries all year.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
No,
They scored 2 or 3 in the first. Anyway, either way, what I hope happens here is that when Manly win, we just move further ahead of whoever loses.
that's all he cares about.
That is all I care about. I'm going the Cows at home.
Yes, Cows at home.
Cows at home for me too.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. We had some major retirements this week. One sad death in Tommy Raudonikis, which I think is very sad.
A full-time retirement, yep.
Yeah, a full-time retirement.
Well, may look at it.
And Jake Friend and Michael Morgan
Yes.
retire.
Yep.
I was surprised Michael Morgan, by the number of games Michael Morgan's played. It's not that many.
No.
considering
He's had a
he's-
lot of injuries the last couple of years.
and he's been playing first grade for 12 years. Like, it's a lot of years. So,
But I think he struggled to get into the first grade side for a few years as well.
Yeah.
He played fullback for the Cowboys and
Yeah.
then moved to the halves. And he had those purple patch, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
So,
I almost feel though like he never really reached his potential.
yeah,
Because
probably.
he had that patch in which he played really well.
Yeah.
Around
and
2015.
we all saw it.
Yeah.
Like, he was probably the best half in the comp.
But lately, well, the last couple of years, he just hasn't been there, and that's mainly been injuries. And I understand why.
Well,
he's made that
apparently he
decision.
had screws in his shoulder and he broke them.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not worth him continuing
Terrible.
on.
Yeah.
Which is very sad. He seems like a really
sure.
genuine
Yeah.
nice
Same as
guy.
Jake Friend. I mean, had it not been for his concussions, I reckon he had 2 good years in him still. They were giving him a yearly contract, and I thought he had a couple. I wanted him to break the games record for the Roosters. I thought he deserved it. As much as I love Orvo, I thought that it would be good for them all to be up there, but it wasn't to be. 264 games,
Which is a lot of footy games, really.
Yep.
Yeah, and we lost Tommy, which I
did.
I mean, I go back a long way. I go back probably further than you guys do.
Yeah, I
remember
never
Tommy.
saw Tommy play.
No, I know you remember Tommy, but I was a little bit older.
Yeah.
I watched Tommy
Yeah, so
really
did I.
play.
No, so did I. I
He
mean,
was-
see, and I think what is forgotten in the media. So if you think Tommy Raudonikis, you think cattle dog, and you think of him starting a fight with Manly every time he walked out onto a field, and
Well, who didn't?
and slapping players,
Yeah.
in dressing rooms. The guy played 26 tests for Australia.
Yep.
Like, it's not like he was just a halfback in the comp who was charismatic. He was the premier halfback in the competition,
Yeah.
and 26 tests is for a number of years.
Yeah.
So,
No, look, I think the game is going to miss a character like Tommy.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that's a shame. We've taken all the characters out of the game because
Yep.
you can't even say something like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Alright.
bit sad.
Josh Maguire to the Dragons. Good
Absolutely.
move
So is
there.
that immediate?
Yes.
Yeah.
apparently so.
Josh should have come to Manly. We need a back rower. We lost
You
another
need
one.
anybody.
We lost another back rower, though.
See, I tell you what, Anthony Griffin's attracted a few of his old players, hasn't he?
Well,
You
somebody
know.
was saying, like, it's funny, Anthony Griffin was the under-20s Broncos coach when they won the comp.
Yeah.
And who were his stars? Ben Hunt, Andrew McCulloch, and Josh Maguire.
Right, yeah.
But don't forget,
Bringing the
Corey-
firm back
maybe
together.
Corey Norman.
But Griffin had all those guys at the Broncos too.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going too badly either.
No.
No, I thought he was doing all right at the Bronx.
Yeah. And even better at at Panthers.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about a new coach for the Sharks.
Yep. Yeah, very sad to lose Craig Fitzgibbon.
I think
Sorry, I
it's
thought you were saying
poor old Morris.
Morris.
My goodness,
Hey, I feel
he's turning
Morris
around,
as
taking
well.
them to the finals every
Yep,
year
yep.
with a roster that's included blokes like Josh Dugan, Matt Moylan, Sean
Injury-prone
Towns,
players.
like blokes who are just not on the field.
Yep.
Takes them to the finals, and how does the club repay his faith? We'll give you the lowest paid first grade coach by a mile, and then we'll sack you when you're doing well.
Yeah.
Should he stay on? Should he stay on for the rest of the year? Or
Well, I
should
said,
I think he should.
Yeah, as I said in the other show, I think he should. I think he will. I think he won't leave the players on their own. I think he's the kind of guy who... I heard the basketball coach, Brian Gorgian, talking, and he was saying, of all the things that happened, he said, you've only got a lifespan as a professional athlete, 8 to 12 years if you're very, very good. He said, you always have to think about your players.
Yeah.
And I get that impression from John Morris that he's always thinking about the players.
Yeah.
And so I think he'll stay for their sake.
Yeah, and they're not going to get Fitzgibbon anyway because he's made a commitment not to leave the Roosters until the end of the season anyway.
Yeah, but he
so
could
they have to have an interim coach in the meantime.
Yeah, we could walk out, but I don't think he will.
And Serraldo is coming from the Panthers as well, I believe.
Yeah, he was a bit unlucky not to get that head job at the Panthers.
Yeah.
Well, they might work well together.
Well,
Apparently they do.
They've coached with country, I think.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, so no, that could be a good thing.
Yeah. And they're going to have $3 million apparently to spend next year.
Who, the Sharks?
Sharks.
Like, they're going to buy Marty. Marty Kapow has put up his house for sale.
Oh, has he?
Yep.
So he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Look, the rumours are floating around that he still wants the same contract money that he was on when he signed with Manly, which was a lot, and apparently there's not a lot of clubs interested.
Well, when 3 of your players take up 30% of your salary cap, it makes it pretty difficult.
That's all right.
All right.
So yeah,
we're going to draw this to a close.
Yes.
Anything
We are.
you want to end with?
that I want to end with.
Yeah.
Tommy's back, baby! And I can't believe you guys are going to pick against Manly. Far out. All right.
I'm sorry. What do you expect we're going to do?
How many wins have the Titans had this year, Steve?
3, 2,
2.
2.
They're beating nobody.
No, they've had 3. Sorry, they've had 3 wins.
Yeah, I would have thought it would be.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's still going to be 3 after this weekend.
Tom,
Go the Roosters.
you're excited.
Sticking
about this
solid.
week?
I'm nervous as anything, but go Sam Walker, have another blinder.
All right. Well, this is NRL from the Sidelines with Tom, Brian, and Steve, and we will do it all again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
See you later.